My life is like an early silent Lubitsch film I saw at MoMA. Can't remember the title.
What day is it today? Tuesday?
Nailed it. You look beautiful.
Did you get the photos?
I did. They're beautiful.
Everything's beautiful today.
Not really. I have some bad news. And some good news. The bad news for us is that Vanessa and I have decided to get back together. Is inevitable. Probably we've known each other forever.
I'm happy for you.
Are you? There's a silver lining, though. We live in an age of silver linings, don't you think?
Yeah, it's true.
Age of silver linings. I should work that into my opening remarks. The silver lining for us, the two of us, is that Vanessa's okay with my continuing to see you.
No, thank you.
Really?
I don't see the point.
Oh. What? I thought we really made a connection. Plus, I know a lot of critical theory.
It's pointless.
Really?
Absolutely.
The photographs I can keep?
Suppose so?
Thank you. I really like them. They're amazing, really.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Laura. These are really good.
I'll email you the receipts. Did you see the email I just sent you?
Oh, yeah, I just got it.
Click on the link. These are possible gifts for me for my birthday.
It's quite the range.
How's your girlfriend?
Vanessa is fine.
Good.
She's totally on board with you advising me on my brand. Thank you for signing the agreement on my brand.
You did get it.
I think you sent it to me yesterday.
I couldn't remember whether I sent it or not. Work has been exhausting. I use my bathtub to mix the cookie dough with the pot, but then I can't bathe or shower until the cookies get made, and my My big clients wanted to party, so...
Oh, yeah, you did send it.
Chaos.
I emailed it to my lawyer.
You really do have to think about your brand.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it.
Yeah, like in time for the launch of your book.
Yes.
Pedal to the metal.
Yes.
Some great photographs would be a big help, but you really have to...
Thank you.
Why doesn't she live with you?
Oh, God. She teaches down there and lives in a house that she owns with her children, and the father is some big CEO in an insurance company or something, and we're both loners, really. We're writers.
You and her have a lot in common.
She's driving up weekend after next.
Never been out of circulation yourself?
Married? How about you?
No. I'd like to be.
Works out for some people. How about that for your birthday?
You must still like me.
You know I do.
You should come visit me this weekend. It's less than an hour outside of the city. If it'll make you feel less guilty, you could set up a cot next to my bed.
It isn't a good idea. It's a good idea, and it isn't. Don't you have a housemate, a roommate?
Yeah, she's going out of town to visit her boyfriend next weekend. Okay, suit yourself. You really do have to nurture your brand, though. Trust me on that.
Yes, Vanessa says I'm the very figure of the entrepreneurial intellectual. It's the title of a book by Clyde Barrows, who is not Clyde Barrow, Bonnie and Clyde Barrow, but Clyde Barrows, whose second book is about you, actually. What Marx called the lumpen proletariat, the dangerous class, which is a hot topic now with the glaciers melting. All that is solid melts into air. It's from the Communist Manifesto. It's also the title of a book by Marshall Berman. What doesn't melt these days, right? You're dangerous.
Sometimes I have a hard time understanding what you're saying. It's kind of attractive. Makes you mysterious. You see Hawks around here?
Yes, film form.
No, not Howard Hawks, wise guy. Hawks, the bird.
Yes, yes.
Do you think they're real?
How do you mean?
My friend Petrograd told me that the birds are all mechanical now, and that there are drones dropping artificial bird droppings to keep us calm, and they add birds to the outdoor soundtrack. I must say, there's really an amazing amount of nature in the city. I mean, I live in the wilderness, but there's so much wildlife right here.
Wilderness would actually mean no one lives there.
You know what I mean. You have a lot of nature here.
Unless it's all mechanical.
It's a matter of time, right? It's only a matter of time. That's what my big customers were flipping out about, and they ate more weed cookies than they should have. I warned them.
In a sense, it is all mechanical in the sense that we live in a technosphere, but you meant something more apocalyptic than that. I don't share in fatalism.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Pessimism of the intellect and optimism of the will.
Exactly. Like the Indian chief in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Do you ever hear of taxi dancers? I had a great aunt who was one just after the Second World War. There were women who were paid to dance with men, maybe more than that. Bought a ticket, 10 cents a dance, and some of the men didn't know how to dance, so the women just basically drove them around the dance floor. Something happened, and when I knew her, she'd been living in an asylum most of her life. I remember she used to look out the window and say, there are holes in the ground everywhere.
She makes you think of me?
No, she makes me think of me. Since the pandemic started, I feel like the world out there is full of holes. I feel like the other kind of ant.
What kind?
No, the kind with an exoskeletal frame, a hard shell. I mean, I feel like my ideas are a shell around me. Like I'm like a turtle, and I carry my ideas around me like a shell. I have pet turtles.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. They live with Vanessa. How did you first become interested in photography? Seriously interested?
When I was in Greece, I also became obsessed with icons. I've always wanted to write about how photographs can be like religious icons.
Oh, are you religious?
No.
Do you speak Greek?
No.
Neither do I, but I know ancient Greek.
Yes. Yeah, you told me that the first time we met. Imagine telling someone that you knew ancient English, but you couldn't speak contemporary English. Being proud of it. Mark of the true icon is, according to the Ikonophiles of the 8th century, that it has no mark of the hand that made it. It's marked by having no mark. And so I reason that this is like a photograph, except instead of God, you have
They're machines.
the photographic apparatus.
A machine. Machines like you and me and the birds.
My favorite philosopher friend died working in a massage parlor to pay the bills.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
No. I heard nothing. Even less than nothing. You two live in a place of natural beauty.
Mechanical beauty, maybe. Propaganda from an earlier time that hasn't entirely degraded yet. It's not like the countryside where you live.
You should come visit.
Vanessa would not approve, and I don't want to have to lie.
Come on. You have to tell her everything. No wonder you have so many problems. Let's be mechanical cats. Come on.
I'll...
Come on. I'll start. Here, whatever you say. You love this.
Love what? Ah, yes, your feet. It's true. Too close to your feet. I didn't mean it like that.
Let's go. Or I'll go. You can stay.
Joseph Stalin basically replaced the icons with his own image in the Soviet Union.
I don't know about how Stalin worked. But what I do is I decelerate the process of making an image. I choose a few. I spend an incredible amount of time with them. I rework them, colors, textures, layers. I'm trying different things, and it eventually reaches a moment when it's a specific time and place.
You astound me.
As a child, and my eyes were still my only camera. If I was mad at someone, I would make them out of focus.
Oh. You're making me out of focus.
No. You should come visit.
I would like to. But opens up a whole can of worms.
Well, I'd tell you to think about it, but I'm sure you won't stop thinking about it.
Hey.
Hey. You beat?
It's been a tough day. Jackie joined your friend Susan in a rally to support Black Lives Matter, and there were counter-protesters.
Oh, no.
They were making racist remarks with sexual overtones.
To Jackie and Susan?
To the group of women they were with, yes. Susan's
horrible.
mom was with them.
Oh.
How was your day?
Well, nothing like yours. I met with Laura to work on my brand.
You're hottie.
Oh, she's helping me, like I said.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
Branding. It's a difficult word for me. It makes me think of Edward Bernays, Freud's nephew, master of public relations and marketing. It also makes me think of the branding on the arms of the prisoners in concentration camps that the Nazis did, where some of Freud's relatives died.
I would love to say I have the energy to follow where you're going to go with this, but I have had men with longer and longer snakes coming into my house for a few days because there's a leak behind the washer and dryer, and they keep thinking it's fixed, but then the floor in the kitchen floods again. Later today, one very fit man is bringing an incredibly long snake, or so he promised.
Men with long snakes. You know, Bernays started as a publicist.
I know who he is. I'm not the woman you met over the internet. Don't insult me.
I didn't meet her over the internet.
Oh, please. Anyway, very briefly, what about Bernays?
Just branding. I wish it was a different word.
Oh, I cannot get over how much you suffer.
Do you mean that?
Of course I don't mean it. Get over yourself. Sorry, I'm tired. I told you.
I just feel like I'm getting sucked into this.
Into what? Work?
Well, no, I prefer Aaron's categories and say I'm getting sucked into labor. I'm being proletarianized.
Marx predicted you, the two of you.
Me and Marx or me and Laura?
I meant you and Marx. The two of you can go out and have beers. I'm angry with you. You know that, right?
I thought you weren't angry. Oh. I met her while you and I were taking a break.
I'm angry with you, but it's for a lot of things. I used to think that at least some of your thinking was feminist, but now I realize that you are a permanently melancholic, white Eurocentric masculinist.
Oh, that is really the discourse of the university.
On the contrary, the university is itself permanently melancholic, white Eurocentric,
Yes.
and masculinist.
And at the same time maintained by this kind of identity politics.
This kind?
The kind that's unconnected to any conceptualization of a universal struggle for emancipation. Todd McGowan's new book, Identity Politics, really focused my thinking on this. Those of us on the left have to reclaim universality, a universal struggle for emancipation. Aristotle's proposition. The Aristotelian proposition that all cars are red, it means at least one car isn't red. Well, all lives matter means not all lives matter, which is why the right wing keeps saying it. It just means white male power unexamined. The will to ignorance, as Achille Mbembe says, is one of the foundations of empire. And as we see this current empire crumbling all around us, there are all these attempts to resurrect it through ignorance alone. Did you see the Academy Awards last night?
No.
I mean, neither did I, but I read about them. I am glad that Nomadland won for Best Picture and Chloe Zhao for Best Director, but Amazon being in that movie really just rubs me the wrong way. I mean, of course corporations like Amazon are going to jump on board with diversity because it's so narrowly focused on identity politics, it leaves the fundamental structures of neoliberal capitalism unchanged, and so the workers who were exploited by it, black and white working class people, are pushed to the margins, living in precarity.
I remember the time that Wall Street friend of your family called you a caviar limousine liberal. You flew into a rage, but he was right.
I am a smoked salmon socialist. Thank you very much. A calamari communist. I'm a marmalade Marxist. I'm a compagnon de route beer. But do not call me a liberal. My God, how insulting. I mean, how do you account for yourself?
How do I account for myself?
Oh, well, last time we were visiting your family in Florida, your older brother almost blew his own head off with a ghost gun. Your family thinks it's un-American to wear masks. I mean, you, on the other hand, are a tenured professor of sociology. You escaped because you didn't give up on your desire. The non-being of the subject constituted in language, and its lack and its failures and gaps is why free choice exists. The choices you made, these are the choices we feel we have to make. And you made the choices I admire. I love you. But the Academy, by which I mean academia and the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, so-called, are ultimately focused on this reactionary form of identity politics.
But the non-being of the subject constituted through laws,
Yes.
it's imposed by entry into a language, into its inconsistencies.
Yes.
What a mouthful, a Philadelphia cheesesteak of jargon. In my world, back on Earth, everything is oriented towards statistical analysis and what are considered cross-disciplinary standards. Big Daddy has been replaced by big data, and I support it because we can get more done working together than separately. You're the atom floating off in space, not me.
I miss our cheesesteaks together. Can't we just resign ourselves to heart disease and go back to watching TV and having sex?
I am not signing up at this late date to care for you after you've had a heart attack.
Anyway, all your academic departments are doing by ignoring the Philadelphia cheesesteaks of languages in the plural, what it means to be speaking beings, are creating silos in which we're all losing our capacity for speech, even as we provide data for the algorithms that will sell us back the things they calculate will satisfy our desire. It's complete nihilism.
As is so often the case, you don't know what you're talking about. That is your secret sauce.
The explosion of anger after the murder of George Floyd that brought all kinds of people out into the streets, a movement initiated and led by black women, by the way, was made even greater, I believe, because we were all living confined, separately, a physical expression of the atomization that capitalism imposes on us. People wanted to unite about something, and they did, around an end to racist violence against black people, and that's universal emancipation. But of course, the corporations jump on board and embrace Black Lives Matter because it reconfirms capitalist realism, the idea that there's no alternative to capitalism, as the great melancholic Marxist Mark Fisher put it. I mean, in Nomadland, nobody mentions Amazon. It's like it's just part of nature. Talk about the bear in the room, but I suppose there's a silver lining for the Amazon workers in the warehouses. They can imagine that the constant surveillance they're under as they try to form a union that is pronounced illegal is footage for some new Oscar-winning motion picture.
You have absolutely no experience of the working class, which you are constantly evoking like it was your favorite baseball team. Like your grandfather and father, you went to friggin' Harvard University.
Only for one term.
Yes, really took a big chance dropping out. Regarding the working class, I, on the other hand, grew up with my family in Florida.
I know what you're
and
going to say.
And I have the stars to show for it. You just like being more radical and showing off your knowledge of jazz, radical chic.
Whatever my identity, my personal history.
White, male, upper class, that is not just whatever.
Yes. The struggle for equality is constantly being erased by identity politics. I mean, think about that. And they're being butchered. They're being butchered down to one dimension like pigs in a slaughterhouse. And no, I have not worked in a slaughterhouse either. I mean, the Korean filmmaker won the Academy Award last year, Bong Joon-ho. He was asked, why do so many people in so many countries relate to your movie? He said, because we all live in the country of capitalism. He's absolutely right. Hello?
Your Marxism
No,
is
I
ridiculous.
lost you. Hold on.
Are
What?
you going to give up your iPhone? I don't think so.
No, it's not about living without technology. I mean, the left, all over the world, is like a diver who doesn't know which way is up. She just keeps flapping her fins and gets deeper and deeper. More fascism, more racism, more anti-Semitism. When what we need is solidarity. We need a fight that unites us. We need to believe, we need to be comrades and not allies, or not only allies. I mean, on all these separate issues alone, these individual subjects alone. We need to rethink the connection between the collective and the individual subject. The collective subject and the speaking subject.
You're not understanding me. Or we're not understanding each other.
Don't you feel more misunderstood since the pandemic?
The effect of the screens all the time.
I agree. As you would say, I don't disagree. We need to rethink the subject of the unconscious that has no being except in language and is constituted by loss, and in that way links us to the social, because that is where universality lies. Otherwise, we're doomed. I mean, our fate is sealed.
Oh, you love the universal. Your ancestors colonized the world speaking of universality. Now you think it's other people who are blind not to see its redeeming values when it has left a legacy of genocide, slavery, colonialism.
To reduce the entire European Enlightenment to 3 forms of radical evil is absurdly reductive, and I reject that. I saw a film last night, There Is No Evil. Film Forum is streaming it. It's about the death penalty in Iran, but it's about modernity. It's about the world today. We need to reconfirm a universal subject of emancipation. I don't know, I'm just repeating myself.
You just figured that out.
I've lost you. Hello? Hello?
I'm here.
I can't hear you.
I'm still here.
I can't hear you. If you're talking to me, I can't hear you.
I'm not talking. I'm just thinking.
If you're
Trying
talking to me, I can't
follow
hear
what
you.
you're saying.
Oh, there you are. There you are.
I'm here.
I don't know where you lost me. We need to reaffirm a universal struggle of emancipation, which I know you're going to say is a heterodox narrative, certainly. But it's a heterodox narrative about universal emancipation.
Well, are you going into space with Jeff and Elon to colonize Mars
Okay.
for the
All
good
right.
of any
Yeah.
Martians
Okay. All right.
you
Okay.
happen to find? You can
I-
convert them to Marxism.
I recently reaffirmed the universality of the Haitian Revolution by 3 overlapping things. I reread The Black Jacobins by C.L.R. James. I read a book by Susan Buck Morse on Hegel's concept of history, and I watched a lecture by Achille Mbembe on YouTube. All right, I confess it, Vanessa, I watched it on YouTube.
Freud, whom you're so fond of, thought universality was a sham. Look, I know you crave this back and forth, but I've been doing this all day with my students.
Okay, all right. I hope you have a chance to look at the book before I have to log in.
I'm too distracted to look at your book on distraction. I've been waiting for a man with a really long snake who assures me that he is going to fix everything, which you have not.
Yes, well, you've always been waiting for men with long snakes.
What is that supposed to mean?
Gee, I wonder what that means. I mean, you can't blame all the relationships of our problems in this relationship on me alone. And I find it very telling that you want to get rid of Marx when you discard Eurocentrism, because what then do you do with the importance of Marx to C.L.R. James or Franz Fanon? or Miss Césaire, or any of the Afro-Marxists, or Boots Riley. They are proposing economic policies that will make genuine change in the lives of working people. Lower-class working people of any race, most of whom are women, while the corporations counter it by embracing diversity and reconfirming capitalist realism. And anything that attempts to push back on capitalist realism, Michael Moore's film, Planet of the Humans, which pulls back the curtain, the Wizard of Oz curtain on the optimism of capitalist realism, is savagely attacked.
Oh, come on. Its critics were right to pin it, including a lot of radical feminist ecologists. It falsely accused good, well-intentioned people of betraying the fight against climate change and was basically this misanthropic creed that helped the right wing. The part about solar panels was completely outdated.
It was right about the biomass. Capitalism has got to go in order to save the planet. That's the real inconvenient truth. And that needs a new kind of subjectivity that gets us out of thinking that there is no alternative to capitalism.
I remember one day I had a conversation with Gianni Versace in the afternoon and Jacques Derrida in the evening. With Versace, I discussed deconstructionism, and with Derrida, his tie. That was the answer on how to have scintillating conversations, which this is not. You are oblivious to the times we are living in and luxuriating in your castle of opaque theory. For you, nothing can change unless everything changes, so there's nothing to be done. My mind is elsewhere. It's not always the same guy with each longer snake, but the one who said he's coming back later today with the longest snake of them all. That seems promising. We shared with each other that that we've both been vaccinated.
Well, I hope you get your plumbing fixed.
Thanks. Speaking of which, are you going to sleep with her?
No.
I said you could. I really don't care anymore.
I'm not going to. I mean, I just feel I'm getting sucked into this whole game of capitalism. I mean, Bernays took what he understood to be his uncle's idea, Freud's idea, that underneath this thin veneer of rationality, humans are motivated by deep, irrational, unconscious forces. And he proposed, hey, you can use that to manipulate people.
Watch out.
What?
If this is what Laura is good at.
She said, this is the nicest room. And I come back in the 1950s. Honey, I'm home.
I'm not complaining.
Okay.
This is fine. Don't sweat it, Professor.
I'm not a professor.
Comfy bed?
Never even finished college. Instead of a doctorate from UPenn, I have one from YouTube. You like watching lectures on YouTube?
Not particularly.
I brought supplies. When I was younger, I wanted to be a Boy Scout, but I had a speech impediment, so I kept saying boycott instead of Boy Scout, and they wouldn't let me in. I'm trying to make up for it ever since. Okay. Mouthwash, of course. Condoms. My statin pills. These are my Satan pills, if you know what I mean. I hope my snoring doesn't keep you awake. Vanessa says it's pretty awful. Must have sleep apnea. Tomorrow morning, would you let me know if you think I do?
Let's go sit on the porch.
Okay.
Welcome to the country.
I think my driver coming out here was a Nazi.
Why?
Kept talking about the filthy habits of the homeless. Did you ever hear Hitler referred to as das Führer, mein Führer?
What does it mean?
It means driver. To this day in Germany, a driver's license is a Führerschein, a license to be a Führer. Made me think of that Mean Barani film, White Tiger?
Isn't that about people being the victims of racism?
Yes, and of an economic system stacked against them. And the protagonist in that movie prevails within the system. Becomes a successful entrepreneur. That's the troubling quality about that movie. That those who triumph adapt to the system. They don't change it. They become drivers, or what I would call the equivalent of the liberal subject. Das Führer. That guy was a Nazi. This is beautiful. But you know, I noticed something. The room has 2 beds. I don't suppose your roommate is visiting her boyfriend?
Nope. Sorry. Try one of these. They have pot in them.
Not hash?
No, sold out of those.
Do you make these in a bathtub?
I follow every health and safety regulation.
Oh, you shower with them?
No. These are my best-selling item. They're super fudgy in the center, gooey. My second best-selling brownies have chunks of chocolate.
Oh, did you bring any of them?
No, I sold out. COVID really increased my business, mainly because I would deliver.
Huh. What other part-time jobs have you done?
I once volunteered for a crisis hotline.
Hmm?
We were trained by a youngin who collected porcelain plates.
It's impressive. Find time to volunteer.
Maybe. I was also working for a call center at the same time, and I was so sleep deprived that I would mix them up. So I would doze off, wake up, and think that someone calling about a broken coffee maker wanted me to talk them out of suicide. Surprisingly, the first month I was Employee of the Month. And then the crack showed. I also learned about Hegel from one caller who had trouble breathing. She was a chain smoker, camels. Her father had taught Hegel. She was really proud of the fact she smoked camels. When do you have to leave tomorrow?
Early afternoon. I'll take the train. Is that
It's
what
good.
I think
Easier.
it is?
Indian Point?
Yeah. The atomic energy plant?
Yeah. They took it offline earlier in the spring. I know a guy who used to work at Indian Point, like Homer Simpson, but now he just eats my brownies and watches Homer Simpson.
I forgot it was shut down.
Yeah, it was 9/11 that killed it. Not storing nuclear waste, all of which is still there.
Doesn't surprise me.
One of the hijackers used the Hudson as a road mat to steer his plane to the towers. He'd thought about copying out the plane on Indian Point, and then decided on the towers instead.
Think about the voices coming to us from the future, to the disappearance of species, glaciers, COVID, the Indian Point. Have you heard of collapsology?
Sounds like my life.
Oh, did you hear? The state of California is trucking 17 million young salmon, releasing them into the sea because of the drought. That is the technosphere, without which nature disappears. It's beautiful. That was timed again. The perfect, well, the good enough present.
More of a cat person or a dog person?
Dog, definitely. You?
Cat. Aren't you glad you're here with me?
I can't tell you how glad I am. Can I have another?
No, pace yourself. I don't like to cook unless it's special desserts. And I just recently found some mint growing on the side of my house. I'm gonna experiment with mint hash browns.
Mint from the side of the house. Laura. Laura.
What?
Will you bring me some mint from the side of your house one day? Just one of these days. Laura. I have to call Vanessa. The internet is out where I live. Yeah, I had to walk uptown to where I could get a signal to call you. Well, I just didn't want you to call and think I wasn't calling you back. Yeah, I know we don't have to keep calling each other, but they're saying that the internet service might not be restored until tomorrow. So, oh, I'm working on a short text to maybe read at the virtual opening of the book. But I'm finding it difficult to concentrate on distraction without being distracted. Well, I mean it in a double sense, that the book is on the topic of distraction, but it's also written on distraction, like distraction were drugs. So without a hit of distraction, I find it difficult to concentrate on distraction. Do you remember that idea I had for a sign that switched back and forth between on medication and on meditation? I don't know, just came into my head. No, I don't have anything more to say about it. I don't know why. I would love to talk more, but I'm finding it very difficult to concentrate on this call. I am fine. Are you fine? Okay, I'm good. You good? All right. Okay, bye. Kiss, kiss. Mission accomplished. You know, psychologists did a study about how much men speak compared to women. Turns out men do most of the talking most of the time. Typical phallocentric move to hide the fact that there's nothing there. Language is used to veil the phallus, but in my case, you know, I'm castrated, right? I mean, everybody is castrated. Do you know disabled people have a term for people who are not? They call them TABs, TABs, temporarily able-bodied. Did you ever drink TAB? Why am I talking like this? I must be nervous. I'm sorry. Why did you come back?
Do you see that?
What?
It's another drone. It's incredible. They're everywhere.
Oh, I don't see it.
Yeah, as soon as I told you to look, it turned you my way.
Oh. Well, what do you think they're doing? Maybe they're changing the batteries on the birds. I think when they twitter faster, it means the batteries are running low. Beware of drones bearing gifts. Did you see Teo Anthony's new film, All Light Everywhere? I saw it at the IFC Center. IFC. You should definitely see it, because the drones are watching you. You know, the first film I saw after COVID in the theater was called State Funeral. It was about Joseph Stalin, made entirely with archival footage. Mr. Personality himself, laid out like an Egyptian pharaoh. And the only title is at the end. It says 27 million murdered, 17 million starved to death. Do I drone on and on?
No, not at all. And I know you're not a drone, don't worry.
You make me happy.
I do?
Yes. This does.
This does.
Yes, this. This is this. This is this. This is this. This is this. Is this.
Is that?
When I think how screwed up everything became with Vanessa because of the one-dimensional identity politics of the university, and Me Too, which was started, by the way, by working-class black women. It was originally a movement of working-class women to get better pay and safer working conditions. Who remembers that now? Anyway, You Too is fine. But between you and me, between us, as a couple, I feel like it's not like, I mean, it's natural. I mean, it's technosphere natural, but I don't feel.
Hey, well, at least here, so to speak, the salmon are getting trucked to the Pacific, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so who's complaining?
Not me.
Yeah, me. But all the same, I don't think you understand the power of diversity.
No,
You belittle it.
No, I have always said, better multicultural capitalism than white male capitalism.
Okay, well, you think that diversity is only window dressing. You make the same mistake with understanding icons. Look, when you go to a museum of old European paintings, what you mostly see are white men being victorious world colonizers. But to change whom we see as the people who make decisions, who make the art, who manage companies, who manage government is really powerful. Especially now that experience has been withered and replaced by our phones. Which reminds me, I have something to show you. Send it to your phone. I was gonna keep him as a secret, but it's your brand. You look hot.
Really?
Yeah? Oh, you don't like him?
That's hot?
Yeah.
No? Oh, I know. Well, I like them. There's... wow. There's a lot going on.
No, you have a lot going on. Which reminds me, I have a lot going on. I have my own Vanessa now. I have a real boyfriend now, just like you have a real girlfriend.
You serious?
He's serious, yeah, he's very serious. He talks about marriage down the line, but still.
Huh. I don't know how I feel about you having a boyfriend. I mean, it's fine. It's more convenient, but I'm serious about you too.
Oh, come on, be serious.
I love you, Laura.
Don't be ridiculous. Let's have some of this blast juice.
Okay.
Speed 2, cruise control. You know it.
Everywhere I look, I see a bunch of snails crawling up each other's back.
No, I mean it. You're such a fucking snob. You have no appreciation for mass culture.
You
Your head is so far up your own ass, you could do your own colonoscopy.
study icons. I have no appreciation of mass culture.
I like the two beds. It's like we're living in the 50s.
Oh, leave it to Beaver. I love Lucy. The Russians didn't stand a chance.
It's like we skipped the entire honeymoon part and went straight to the stale bit. Maybe it's better this way. I want something salty. Let's go find some snack food.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to talk to anybody but you.
A vending machine, you fucking moron.
Laura, they did not have a vending machine here.
You're cute. Come on.
What? Oh. Okay. Okay.
Oh, chickadee. Okay. No. Okay. They don't have a vending machine, but they do have items for sale. They don't have much change. I will go, but do you have any small bangers?
What?
Green.
Oh, money. Where do you pick that?
My dessert customers. You know, I was thinking of actually offering my branding services to them too, but I think that some of them have problems beyond what I can fix. Like people who worked at the plant, like the... Oh, you're my sugar daddy.
No, I'm your salt daddy.
Salt daddy.
Actually, no, I'm, no, no.
No,
I'm
no,
not.
no, no, not sugar daddy, salt
No,
daddy,
no,
salt
no,
daddy.
it doesn't matter, I'm
Salt
not.
daddy. Salt.
I love you.
Oh my God. Be right back.
Mortal. It's kind of like the name of our species is it doesn't end well. No matter what we do, it doesn't end well. And now we're taking it out on the planet.
Give it a break, Happy Man, please.
I was once discussing the Twilight Zone film, the episode from the first Twilight Zone film with my Egyptian neighbor. We were drinking sweet tea, and he was explaining to me the planetary significance of that episode where the gremlin is on the wing of the plane and he's tearing it apart. And the only person on the plane who can see what's happening, no one believes. My Egyptian neighbor was finding universality in the Twilight Zone movie.
Have you ever tried writing while you're stoned?
Yes.
How'd it go?
Not well. I don't know about you.
I can't afford it. It eats into my profits.
No, I get it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll go get some more.
No.
No, I'll go upstairs.
No.
I'll get some small bills.
No. I want to dance to Death Driver.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
These are for you. I'm not a taxi dancer, you know?
Is this from the side of your house?
No. Sorry. Forgot. I got these coffees at a grocery store and I saw that they had been for sale.
Oh, it's the thought that counts.
That'd be a good tattoo for you. How'd you sleep?
I had a dream about epistemology.
Wow, even your dreams have four eyes. I usually have dreams of mice, or that I'm falling, or
Can I
snakes.
read you something that I wrote early this morning?
Yeah? Actually, could you not? Sorry, I have a hangover.
Oh. Okay.
How's your coffee?
Oh, it's pretty good. Maybe it's allergies.
What? My headache.
Or maybe it's last night. Last night was one of your Excedrin headaches, wasn't it? Excedrin headache number 44.
Please stop. Please just turn down the wit. I can't.
Well, you're lucky you didn't stay. I'm pretty sure I have sleep apnea. That's my guess.
You really are a dinosaur. Can I rest my head on your shoulder? Yeah. Just don't move.
Williams, in his book Capitalism and Slavery, points out that it wasn't racism that produced slavery, rather it was slavery that produced racism as a explanatory narrative, ideological cover, i.e. these people are different than you, nothing in common with you. They're not even human because of the color of their skin. Profits from the slave trade helped finance the French Revolution, which declared the universal rights of man. The much maligned Jacobins come to power in France and they declare an end to slavery. Bonaparte comes to power in France and sends French troops to re-enslave the Haitians. But, as is pointed out in the book by the great Caribbean Marxist writer and activist C.L.R. James, a book called The Black Jacobins, the French Revolution inspired the successful slave revolt in Haiti led by Toussaint Louverture against the French. James talks about how the French troops hear the Haitian troops against whom they're fighting singing at night, and they're stunned to hear that they're singing the Marseillaise. The French troops wonder if they are the Revolutionary Army or if they're fighting the Revolutionary Army. If the torch of revolution hasn't been passed to the Haitians, which of course it had been, or rather, the Haitians had discovered universality for themselves. Why did you leave last night?
I told you. I kept thinking of the other guy, so I figured he must be the real thing.
George.
That's right. Besides, you only came for a little side action anyway. You have Vanessa. You're not available. me take you to the train. If you want me to drive you all the way back to the city.
I will accept your kind offer of a ride to the train.
Not yours. We're still early. You want me to wait with you? It's a fucking train. Get over it. Sit down. It's going the wrong way. So where'd you get the money for all this?
Father. Have you heard of the Red Pole family? The Red Poles of Boston.
No, the Red Poles of Poughkeepsie, of course, like everyone has, but not of Boston, no.
My father is Chris Redpole III. I am Chris Redpole, 3.8.
Pray tell, why not the fourth?
Perhaps I'll get there.
Your mother?
She died about a year after Pop pooped out with a broken heart, no doubt. Plus, she was hit by a truck trying to pass another old lady driver. Spoke her last words to her.
Which were?
A poor choice.
Mother's family?
Not previously of the Red Poles, thankfully. My father took very generous care of me. A real sugar daddy. In his will, he addressed me tenderly, spoke of my tendency to rebel, encouraged me to continue in my ways, said I would never have to worry about being poor. And my papa meant that in the old sense of the term, meaning I would never have to work for a living. And after that, I didn't do anything. I didn't finish college, I didn't get married and have children. I got distracted. And then I realized that was my calling. So I am self-publishing a book on distraction entitled On Distraction. Doing as little as possible as my contribution to the revolution.
You're serious.
Absolutely, I'm serious. I'm doing this for you, and all like you.
Still not you.
I'm doing it for you and the lumpen proletariats now and in the future, of which I am one, although I'm not a precariat. My life is very secure. That's the big plan. A growing, increasingly abandoned industrial reserve army, sitting at home or homeless, unable to think, unable to organize, just consuming more and more. Everyone atomized, no one speaking to each other. Disgusted by the jouissance of the... I mean, you're a feminist artist. You must know the work of Barbara Kruger, that piece where a man and a woman are just staring up at the sky.
You're seeing is believing.
Yes, in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. And that is our task as we work.
He's working.
Yes. So to speak. Just believe. Just believe. Believe the images you see. Believe the images on the phone. Just believe.
And you're doing something different?
Yes. I have failed miserably at the prerogatives of my class. made my leisure scholarly. Gunther Anders, a German philosopher, survived the Shoah, first husband of Hannah Arendt, and a cousin of Walter Benjamin, wrote an article in which he described a time when everyone would be unemployed and miserable, ashamed of being unemployed and just consuming more and always accelerating. And I decided I was going to be a revolutionary and just sit on my ass reading, going to the cinema to watch movies.
That's what a revolutionary is for you.
Today, absolutely, at least in my case.
You're doing it for me.
For you and for all lumpen proletariat, now and in the future.
And you're one of the leaders of this revolution?
Oh, no, I'm not a leader, please. I am an annotator of bibliographies. Can we walk? Do you want to walk me to the platform?
By the way, I'm about to be evicted. My landlord doesn't care, but doesn't seem to bother him. It's illegal. I'm sure you know.
I'm sorry. I can't help.
Be serious.
I'm serious. These are extraordinary. What is this?
Possible cover.
I get it. On distraction. Wow.
I liked it too.
I left her.
What?
I left Vanessa to be with you.
Are you joking? It's so romantic.
Actually, Vanessa and I had sort of already broken up when I came to visit you.
You had? Why didn't you tell me that? I'm in another relationship.
Yes. And I can wire you money every month so you won't get evicted.
You serious?
Yes?
Okay.
Okay.
So that's disgusting.
What?
I don't want to be bought by you.
I am not asking
I
anything.
prefer to have my own problems,
Okay.
fight my own battles,
Oh,
thank
okay.
you, and retain my autonomy.
What?
You are incredibly arrogant.
Okay.
You're incredibly full of yourself. I'm gonna go.
Oh, again. Okay, well, wait. I've been thinking about the connection between photography and icons.
Okay?
Okay, so you're familiar with Benjamin's essay, The Work of Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction?
Yes?
So the issue with the age of postcards and seeing on our iPhones Andy Warhol's electric chair isn't about the image, it's about the meaning of spectatorship. Do we take responsibility as witnesses, or are we just spectators? And then I've been thinking how your work reminds me of the films of Tarkovsky. And there's an affinity there, at least on the level of the interest in icons.
It's mildly interesting.
And I've also been thinking of Guy Debord and the Society of the Spectacle, and how Debord says that a spectacle isn't just a collection of images, it's a relationship between people mediatized by images. And And I was thinking of the arguments of the Ikonophiles in defense of the icon, and how they say that it visually presents scripture to those who can't read, and how that anticipates the arguments of De Boer. And then I was thinking about non-tangible tokens, and how you could maybe monetize some of the icons that you make. And then I was thinking that you could use a guy like me. Okay. My final offer. Communism.
What?
Gorzian communism.
Who the hell are the Gorzians?
Andre Gors, French intellectual, born in Austria. He proposed the transformation of the welfare state into the communist state, based not on work, but on leisure, with most of the work being done by computers and robots. I mean, a drone, instead of working for Amazon and delivering you a package, is working for the democratically run commons of the people, and financed by their owning interest in Facebook and Google. And I mean, a drone, when it passes, it's possible. Ah, hey, Jerry. Is that your dog? Oh. Felipe? Oh, sorry. I thought you were Felipe. Any minute now, I'm sure it's going to be. Let me just... And the verdict is... no. Okay. We had 20, we're down to 10. So, as is fitting for the author of a book entitled On Distraction, I have been extremely distracted recently and have prepared nothing for this launch today. I was supposed to be introduced, but that person is obviously distracted as well because she is not here. Clearly, we are all becoming more and more distracted. Can you see how distracted I am? I am giving a performance of distraction. Laura, lovely to see you. I thought you'd done a Houdini on me. You know who Houdini is. I can't hear you. We can't hear you. I can, or I can. Can you hear you? Can? Are you unmuted? Are you unmuted? Okay, maybe try starting your computer again. Yeah, we can try starting your computer again. People are starting, oh goodness. We're all becoming distracted from On Distraction, even me, and I'm the author. So you're probably wondering why I invited you all here today. It is... You know, my footnotes are a good reason to buy the book. They won't be in the videos that I will post online. Ah, she's back. Try speaking. Oh, still nothing. I don't know. How about this? Try again. Are you making me out of focus? For you? Like when you were your own first camera? It's good to be in your... It's good to be in your house again.
It was good you were recording it because I think I was the only person listening from the start. Your press agent seems to have had better things to do.
It turns out she got home in plenty of time, but she made a big sale of hash brownies that morning and obliged to party with the big spenders. Was completely stoned and unable to use the bathtub. Hardly her fault.
I think you succeeded at being inconsistent. And gaps, you had no shortage. You were very generous with inconsistencies and gaps and failures. Which brings us to your wish to get back together.
In my defense, I was... You know, there's a psychological term for it, fugue. I was having a fugue, flight, a COVID-induced fugue. I am back. Not sure I'm making myself understood very well. It was a kind of accident.
You were distracted as an ethical duty to your research?
Well said.
You are the victim of an accident of COVID-induced fatigue.
Our relationship was. And you've been the victim of accidents too before COVID. I mean, you've been in a lot of these kind of accidents.
I prefer your image of a fugue.
Yes, fugue is more beautiful, isn't it? She's had a fugue. She had an accident. Fugue is better. Right now, it feels like an accident.
This time it's over, Chris.
I don't want to just disappear from the lives of your children.
That's nice of you, Chris, but they're not remotely interested in you.
Did you look at my book?
I did. I find it ironic that at the very moment we might possibly have something to say to each other, which we always said was an important part of why we wanted to be together, it's precisely when you're going away.
But I don't want to go away. That's what I'm saying.
The blurb on the back says, you talk a lot about time. Well, my time with you is up, and I feel like I'm getting out of prison.
Philia is a Greek word meaning friendship. Sure, everyone in Philadelphia knows that. Maybe philia is a way we can reimagine what we have.
You are the most pedantic man I've ever known.
I get that a lot. Academics are threatened by my lack of academic deformation.
You get nothing done, Chris. And Shaw was wrong. It is possible to teach and get things done. You managed to do neither.
I heard a joke.
Really?
Yes, it's relevant. Two old wasp men sitting on a park bench.
Are you one of them?
Ha ha. They're reading newspapers, and one says, boy, when I read about these civil wars breaking out everywhere, I thank God I'm a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. The other one turns to him and says, Anglo or Saxon?
So I have a joke. There's this frog that loves to announce, I am the frog with the big mouth. For example, he meets a camel and he says, who are you? And the camel says, I'm a camel, who are you? And the frog answers, I am the frog with the big mouth. Until one day he runs into a giant snake and he says, who are you? And the snake says, I am the snake who eats frogs with big mouths. Have you seen any around here? To which the frog answers, I don't think there are any around here. Some of us like to stand on the sidelines, and some of us get things done and admire other people who get things done. You stand and watch. Your turtles died.
All of them?
There were only 2 left, Chris.
It's appropriate. Abelard and Eloise.
I think Abelard died a long time ago. It was Heloise and Judith who beheaded Holofernes at the end, I'm pretty sure. Chris.
I miss the time Deleuze said cinema created.
The photo on the cover is by her.
Yes.
Dark great. Too much going
You're
on.
welcome. I'm not surprised you don't like it.
Maybe your fugue is the main road ahead. Distraction, once again, leads the way.
It ended.
Maybe not. You never know. And in any case, maybe it points in a direction that perhaps you don't want to acknowledge. Maybe, as you wrote, this distraction tells you something.
How did the turtles die?
Why do you want to know?
It's good to know how things end.
It was like in a Florida retirement village. They just spent hours sitting on their couch in their aquarium, watching series on the streaming platforms while ordering desserts over their phones. Until one day the heat lamp got left on. They found them dead, wrapped in plastic. Are you going?
Would you like some copies of the book? You could distribute them to your friends.
I've been vaccinated.
I mean,
That is a beautiful dog.
that is a beautiful dog.
Maggie, what's his name?
Pet.
This is Cat.
Are you more of a dog person or a cat person?
Well, my name is Kat.
Well, that was a total waste of time.